Okay, so I got some more short UFO and alien encounter stories from 1929. This one we're going to do, this is from Greece. Um, so, Greek ufology investigators Konstantin Trantafilou and Homer Karajas reported that in the village of Krini, Chalkidiki, northern Greece, on Sunday of August 1929, about midnight, Theocharis Moustakas, then aged 19, was carrying flour in his cart, returning home after the grinding of wheat at the Krini mill. Suddenly, he saw an object like a parachute land on a nearby field, and three little people speaking a very odd language between them. They were dressed with white clothes with white hoods, and their skin was also white. Oh my gosh. White clothes, white hoods, and white skin. Near them there was a fence, and the small men repeatedly jumped over it. Very easily. Terrified, Mr. Moustakas ran to the village and told of his 20 minutes encounter. 20 minutes. Some of the villagers told him he saw devils. Others told him he was crazy. Okay. Well, okay. Okay. So it was midnight when he saw this. He saw an object like a parachute land in a nearby field. Um, Three little people. Um, and they just like scattered away. I don't know what to think about that. That's weird. If true, if that's true, that's weird. 1929 in northern Greece. Krini, Chalkidiki, northern Greece. And the other two stories I'm going to tell, this is from Burns, Oregon. The witnesses were traveling east of town, climbing up through a cut in the rim rocks, when an object very slowly flew over the top of the car, about 50 feet above the rim rock. The object stopped, and through a transparent window, the witnesses could see two completely human like figures that appeared to be pointing down at them using their arms and hands. One of the witnesses stepped out of the car, but his mother demanded that he get back in. He stood on the running board observing the craft, which was two tones of brown. The craft, which had windows in the middle section, hovered for about 40 seconds, emitting a soft hum. One of the figures then moved to another window, and the craft suddenly accelerated and was gone in a blink of an eye. So this was from Burns, Oregon. These are all stories from 1929. This was seen in the afternoon, in the summer of 29. I wish we knew what what the shape of the craft too. Whether it was like a saucer-like craft or what. The one from Greece was what? Oh, it was like a parachute, an object like a parachute. That's weird. This is a craft too here. Really strange craft. I mean, obviously, planes and airships cannot like hover and stop in the air like that. That's interesting. Transparent window. Yeah, I mean that. I don't know. I mean that sounds pretty. That sounds sort of credible. Um, I mean both of the stories could be credible. It's hard to say. And the last one is from Russia in the Novgorod region of Russia. Location is Pestovsky, August of 1929. So the Burns, Oregon one was July of 29. And the Greece one was August of 29. Interesting. So around the same time period, all these stories. This is from Russia. 17-year-old Anna Petrovna Poletayeva was walking on a road on her way to visit her parents. The road passed next to Gusevskoy Lake. And as she glanced at the lake, she noticed a flying craft hovering above the lake. Oh boy. The object was round, small, without wings. So like a flying saucer or disc? Maybe? Its lower part was yellow-reddish in color. Oh, that's interesting. Yellow-reddish? Resembling copper. Okay, resembling copper. So maybe it was like metallic, kind of? Was this? The upper part was a glassy cupola. Cupola. I'm not sure what that is, or cupola. The glass from the cupola was joined to the lower part by large copper bolts. Well, I mean, at least it goes into detail. The UFO hover... Well, she saw it really good then. The UFO hovered about 15 meters above the water. 15 meters, not sure. Anna could see two small-sized people inside the glassy cupola, one male and the other female. They were dressed in gray, tight-fitting suits. Both were smiling, looking at the witness. Okay. Their faces were very much like ordinary humans. Feeling initial fear, she panicked and ran from the area, stumbled and injured her elbow. She looked back and the object was still hovering in the same place. So she saw two small-sized people. So they were smaller than humans, than a normal human then, right? Like, that is really strange. They were dressed in gray, tight-fitting suits. She saw this craft and the occupants like really well. Like really well. Because this goes into detail. So it's very interesting. Now the craft is hovering. So planes and airships can't do that, to my knowledge. And it's 1929. Round, small, no wings. Like, no. There's nothing like that in 1929, right? No kind of craft like that. That early on that could do that? Why was it above the lake? Yeah, I mean, this could be credible, legit. She might have actually saw, something like this. For real. So those are the stories I find them pretty interesting. These other stories they have here are they're a little too short. I don't think they're as interesting. Um, yeah, they're um, yeah, those were the best ones. So let me know what you think of these stories. I mean, they're if nothing else, they're entertaining, they're interesting, they're enjoyable to read and listen to. So hope you found the video and the stories interesting and entertaining. I will be back with more soon. And thank you for watching.